morning. My name is Patrick O'Connell. I'm the CEO of Spectrum Valuations and Asset Solutions. I'm registered as a professional valuer here in South Africa with the South African Council for the Property Valuers Profession. I'm also a member of the South African Institute of Valuers, past president of the Institute. I currently sit on their national executive as well in finance and make sure they don't spend too much money. The valuer can fulfill two functions. There's a valuation function, but he also can fulfill a feasibility study. And part of that process is determining the highest and best use for the property and then running the financial calculations against a return calculation, which will tell them whether the determined yield out of the total development is viable or not, or whether the proposed development will be absorbed in the market if there's a market demand to absorb that kind of development, whatever they're planning on. So valuers are very close to the market. They understand where the demand and supply stretches take place and what kinds of developments are most sought after in the market, what ticks the right boxes at that point in time. Somebody may want to develop a piece of land to high-end residential stock, for instance, in a market environment that doesn't want high-end residential stock, as a simplistic example. So what the valuer will do, and often people get this confused when they want to refurbish or spend money on their properties, they believe that they're going to get rand for rand back. The market doesn't necessarily work like that. But what the valuer will do is he will determine what your value is now and determine what the value of that refurbishment or extension or addition would be at the end of the day. So would take a view on what the value would be of the end product at the end of the day. And then you can, or the consumer of that valuation can then measure if they're going to spend R1 million, are they going to get the R1 million in value? Are they going to get 2 million rand in value? Or is it only going to be 800,000 or 500,000? And if it indeed is less, what is the opportunity for that to grow and how quickly can they recoup their R1 million that they spend? So the role of the valuer is quite critical because the valuer then understands the market he works in. He understands the growth in capital values of properties over periods of time, and he would soon be able to advise the person or the developer whether the extension or the refurbishment will be met with a favorable response, how soon they'll be able to return their capital, and in the event of a commercial property, would the developer get away with upping his rental rates to be able to recover his development cost as soon as possible.